proceed with the consent as well. That's great. Gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for your kind and just rule over all things. We see that you provide rain, you provide all the means that we need to live. Thank you for kindness and your mercy. We ask that you would please bless decisions made by the town board, all parties attached, and bless the community as well, that we might be able to have unity of heart and mind, might be able to benefit one another in the common good, to execute your will appropriately. It's in Christ's name I pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I say it right. From them, no. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Second.
Take attendance.
Wow, there's set behind two tractors and a four-wheeler. This is how they. Yeah.
You come from Madison, you got a lot of stops.
Yeah. Yeah. I even tried the back way. That's where one of the tractors and the four-wheeler got me.
Okay, attendance, Lonnie Dickin,
Here.
John Adams,
Here.
Caleb Malcolm,
Here.
Belinda Gill, Robert Meade here, Heidi is not here, Scott Williams,
Here.
our visitors are Christine Dickin and Josh. I just went blank.
McDonald.
I should have known that. On the agenda, it says minutes for August 12th. That actually should be 9/9. I forgot to change that, but you should have 9 9s in front of you.
Motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from September 9th as presented. Second? I'll second this. All in favor?
Aye.
Our treasurer's report. Should have a report there in front of you. And we have paid the CCMG grant, the 8,000 and some dollars, we have paid that. That's so the balance on there you'll see is back to $1. And we have also paid for Wessler Engineering, which was the smoke test and manhole location. So both of those are paid. And John, I had a question. Did Precision come back and do something? I got a bill for $500. Did they come back and use a truck?
Not really, I don't think.
Okay. I will bring it and show you before we pay that.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Okay. It was from Precision. It was $500 even, and it said 2 hours of something.
Okay.
No, it didn't say okay. I'll bring it before
Yeah,
I
we-
pay that one.
The treasurer's report. Making that. Make a motion. Accept it. I have a second. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we can move on to old business. Smoke test results I have right here. And actually not on the job. And basically, we have a flash drive of the camera, the areas we camera. I believe also on the flash drive is a GPS map. This looks very descriptive. It shows all the leaks and all the locations. I would suppose we probably need to take a look at fixing some of this stuff. Like right here's a manhole that's missing a lid.
Missing a lid?
Missing a lid. And then here's pictures of the defective gasket, which is the leak up there in the creek. And then they did a new overlay map for us with all of our manhole locations mapped out. Let's back to more.
Where's the one out without a lid? I mean, it has no, like, it's a hole in the ground?
It's got the riser and everything on it. It's a full lid. Right here.
That's not good.
Observation number 4. You gotta figure out how to read that this map up here. So you go to the map and find 40. I'll have to look for that.
Find out
This
what,
map, but I can't
and
see
we'll
that
find
on
out
my
what size
glasses.
it is. It's not good to have open hole like that. No, I don't know if it's out
So we pass
away from houses or what.
Yeah. Agenda. That's me October agenda.
So I'm looking at 42
There's
all
so
this time. I
much-
can't find 40 on it.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the one down by the highway that blows off when we get excessive water in that pipe. The one right down on that end, we're crossing the highway.
It's kind of up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, it's that one.
Wonder where it washed to.
I don't know, but it probably got flew off from the rains because that line's taking so much water. Yeah. That's interesting. They also said that there was a great big belly under the highway, I would assume from years ago when that semi crashed.
Oh, yeah.
But they said there was a big belly under the highway. Did they do like a list of like highest priority, low priority in their report at all? I'm sure. Also, regarding this, um, I I talked to the guy about getting grants, and he had put me in touch with a guy named Ty that does the grants. And he pretty much had stated that before we could apply,
We checked all the boxes except for we need an income study for the town. Because he said it's the funding that they will get is based on the income in the town. So if it's a, lower or higher incomes based, I don't know how that works. If it's low income, well, like Hanover comes at low income. Yeah, he said they would get. You're more apt to get a grant. Right. And he said we could check all the boxes. He said that would be, if we were interested, be between $2,500 and $4,000 for them to do that study.
To do the income
To do
study.
the income study.
You think we should go ahead and get that started?
I think with the both the issues we have here, it would be a really good idea to get that started. I mean, the sooner if we can apply and get some of these big issues, like some of these things, like Scott and I was talking about today, the one that they're, it's in Doversfield, it just needs to be cut out and fixed for now, because it's taking so much work, it's killing the pump. Yeah. It'd be nice to have a little pipe burst or whatever they call it when they come along. That's very expensive. Yeah, you'd need a grant. That's what we just done that, but it was through a grant. But he said he could put us where the money was at. He couldn't guarantee that we'd get the grants. But we did an income study. Other than that, we were good on all the other things. That's kind of, if you remember, that's what Brad had told us when he came to the meeting, that they had a really good grant on. Yeah, he had Tom, I know Tom. Yeah, he said he was. Yeah. That's just wild. There's so many issues. It's just crazy. It's overwhelming. Have any downspout on there? All right, here we got one that's got a water spigot. Some smoke coming out around it. It's kind of wild. No, I've got a big problem. Yeah, I mean, there's just tons and tons of them. I mean, it's just page after page, a picture after picture of.
So with the water spigot and like the gutters, do we send them letters?
If it's gutters,
Tell them to get it out of there?
if it's gutters, that would be. I would think that would be what we needed to do, was send out a letter, give them so many days. We need to go through this book and figure out which ones are gutter related, so we know which lots to send. I mean, there's going to be a little work involved here, but
Yeah.
I would think that if they didn't take care of it, then we would take care of it at their expense. Because that's simple things that will help. Yeah. Like somebody's gutters in the ground or a water spigot in the ground or oh manhole lid. Like here's one that's like under a bush. It's leaking out of the ground. Oh, that's down at Joe's house by the park. And there's several spots in the ground where it's just leaking. Just pictures of defective wiring, defective sewer main right here. Defective sewer main. Oh, that's right over in Chuck's yard, right straight behind the tree. Right here. That's a defective sewer main.
It's like we need to make tie.
Yes. Yes. That's going to be a must here.
Okay.
But if we could fix the simple issues and repair a couple of the main issues. Especially the ones in the waterways, like the low-lying areas that water has nowhere else to run but in there. That's the ones I always try to fix first. If we can fix that and we can get the manholes fixed. It's simple things that are inexpensive or fairly inexpensive. Then on these big things like the main issue, some of those mains are so deep, like up behind Jeremy Gaines' house, it's 20 some foot down to the main or something.
It's cheaper, it's expensive, but it's called cure in place pipe. They'll shut the flow off and they'll pull a heated PVC bag through the vein and then it expands and
Then they send a robot up and cut all
it cuts all the laterals. And we done quite a few this year. We probably spent, let's say, about $400 or $500 doing it.
Really?
But my thing about the sewer is, my big thing is, if we don't start working on it sometime, that we're gonna be disaster like Rikers Ridge got into issues,
Yeah.
we don't wanna be in that situation. It's like he says, when the pumps are set up down there, that.
All
that
those
all needs
pumps,
rework.
they've always scared me. I mean, it's like you got to climb down the ground about 15 feet to even mess with it. Usually you're by yourself. So,
You shouldn't do that.
well, I haven't for a while. I haven't had any trouble, knock on wood.
It's like going spelunking without people.
Yeah.
Well, there's a culvert under the road. It's crazy. You sit and look at all of it. It's just, I mean, it really is. Each page is another leaf.
You keep that book, and as you fix them, just
You're right here. It's got a
Right
chart
on the
on the
thing.
back. Right here. It's got a chart already in the book.
okay.
And I can start sending out letters to the
Like the
simple
sewers.
ones like the gutters and stuff.
Well, a lot of them are people's laterals on their property, which they would technically be responsible for, I guess. But then what we get into is we get like the one up there where they dig to your main and they break the nipple off your main and break the tap off. So that's the downside of that. If it's a sewer main issue, it's us, but really a lateral issue is them.
Yeah, it is. Not everybody. And you run
How
into
did you handle your gutters, the simple ones, gutters? And stuff?
the letters. Yes.
Did that get a lot of them, or did you guys?
Yeah, you got most of them. Like we had a couple mobile home parks. I don't know how this one fared, but there was all kinds of open clean outs in those. But most people just
That one's set up on a manifold and the water and the sewer pipes in the same ditch under all the trailers, and it's capped twice on each end. So if a guy downstream from you plugs it up, you're plugged up.
oh really?
Yeah, and it's that black, real thin plastic pipe. I haven't dig it before. It's a bad deal, really.
Yeah. Well, you can send them a picture of whatever, if there's
This is a
can.
clean out in somebody's yard.
of what it is and tell them you're, I don't know, trying to get a grant to repair sewer mains and because of the rainwater, and then it's illegal to have a downspout into your sewer system.
Like this person here's got an effective clean out. It's on Reynolds Road. It gives you the address. Excuse me. And it tells you what kind of issue. I mean, the book's really nice. Effective manhole here.
Now the manholes, I had a company called Spectrotech that would come in and they see it from the inside. That works pretty good. And it's more, that part's more affordable. It's cheaper than replacing a manhole.
Right. A lot of ours is just big risers, but that's
Yeah,
a lot of
just step out of the ground.
stuff over there and
Yeah.
it's good done. So
Okay. Put us in contact with
I will get you, I'll talk to Ty and I'll be in the conversation as well. And if there's anybody else that wants to be in it, I could try to do whatever. It's just the guy about the grants.
or set up a meeting and have him come or whatever needs to be done.
Yes.
And for the rates or for the income study too. We might as well get started. That's how long that takes.
Right. But I mean, I figure if we can get grant money to fix it, then we can't go wrong by absolutely.
worthwhile investment.
Well, the crazy thing about it is if you let the sewer system fail, then probably not your tanks.
Yep.
That's why Deputy is the way it is, because they don't have a sewer system and you have nowhere to put a septic, so. How's it going? Well, nothing.
The old system broken down, is decommissioned.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's very few places in the they can get a septic system. Right?
Yeah, because like when it's not raining, the capacity of the plant and the flow coming in is probably 30% of what it's capable of. So that means you can grow quite a bit
Fix the problem.
yeah. Then when it rains, you're 150, 160,000 gallons.
That's like an electric bill.
Yeah, because them pumps down there, them pumps is run 24 hours straight.
Yeah, it makes everything run wide open. So
Just out of curiosity, whole purpose of the study and repairs and stuff to make sure that septic doesn't get out or that rainwater doesn't get in, or both.
both. I mean, we have issues like bellies and pipes and things that makes it hard to flow. But then the other side is the water we're taking on. That's what he was talking about. The capacity. We're taking on 4 times our capacity every time we get a big rain. So it's just working the pumps to death. And it's all because a bunch of little issues and a few big issues. I think there's 40 on in this month.
You say if that was a high number for what he expected for this size.
Of the issue, no, they used to do it in town, like Scott will tell you, he's over the sewer in Hanover. He'll tell you that it's that way everywhere.
All
Indicated, I mean, our sewer system was put in what, 64, 66.
So clay pipe.
It's all clay gasketed together, mortared together clay pipe. It's very well dated. So my thought on it is the sooner we start, the better for the next generation. So there'll be something there, somebody can carry on. Here's the book if you'd like to have the book.
Right.
And it has a flash drive with stuff on it too, like I said in the video of the pipes. And
Okay. All right. Scott can probably help us out looking through it, telling us.
Yeah.
yeah, I can too whenever we need to do that.
Okay.
I guess the next item in old business would be the sewer manholes, which we just discussed. Madison Railroad, you have some information on that.
We do. We have the easement and the settlement agreement. He got them finished. He sent them to the railroad's attorney. They made changes that they wanted to see in it or make. That's why a bunch of it is redlined. He wanted us to look it over and see if there's anything that we don't like or want changed. I asked him to come tonight, but he was double booked and said he couldn't make it here, and then once we approve it, we'll get a copy back with their signatures on it for us to sign. But I asked him if he looked over the changes, if he agreed with it, and he said he did. He said that changes they made were absolutely fine with him.
Well, he would know a lot more about that than I do.
Well, me too.
And I can read it, but it don't. It doesn't mean that I know all real estate. So.
One of the things he talked about was maintaining the fence in good condition. And if we didn't, then they basically would take it over. But we knew that from the start. So that's one of the changes that the railroad put in there that he didn't have in there. There's a thing in here about if in the future Dupont wishes to move the stop sign, placement is subject to Madison's prior written approval and compliance. But
He already left.
I've already let us move it.
Put the big one up. It's still
Yeah. So I don't think when they wrote that, they knew that it had already been accomplished.
And that's all we wanted. I mean, that's all. We don't care about any of the rest. We just wanted to figure out the stop sign.
So, like I said he was totally fine with it. It's just a matter of getting a verbal approval from us so he can get the originals written up and signed and then back to us.
If someone want to make a motion to approve.
All of the red, their attorneys changed. Is that,
Yes,
but our attorney has looked.
yes, our
He
attorney
said,
has
he
looked it
said what they
over.
put in was not bad.
Yeah, he said it was fine. And it's not as bad as this looks. This looks like everything changed. It's not quite that bad if you compare the first one we sent him to the second. So I think it's fine.
All that. He's with for a little bitty tiny piece
Yeah,
of property.
yeah.
That we've used for 100 years.
I agree.
To get part of it back.
Yeah, to get part of it back.
That's it.
This covers just the part right in front of the park,
Yes.
They already cut the other part back out.
but the other end in front of the post office, that's
They've already
done,
cut
so
out
taken
as
care
far
of.
as they can cut out.
Yeah,
So it's done. So this just covers from in front of the bank to in front of the park, that area through there. If you guys would prefer to have time to look it over and read it more, we actually have to meet again on the 28th for the budget final approval. We can let you read it and then do the final approval of this on the 28th if you prefer. Because it is a lot to read.
I'm trying to understand.
It is.
Valve shell and
I have confidence that all revisions are good revisions. I'd like to read them though.
Okay. All right. So we'll table this until the 28th. So at that meeting, when we approve the budget, then we'll do it. So I just got my hands on this too, so. Okay. Sorry.
whatever you need to do.
The dumpster day, we had talked about that prior to, about it being on October 8th. I could not get that scheduled with the dumpster people. So their next available date is November 1st. So I told him yes. I would check with you guys tonight and make sure that was okay.
I have one concern about.
Okay.
And my concern being that what are we gonna do if the dumpster gets full and everybody comes out here dark or late after everybody's gone and just piles a bunch of stuff around? How are we going to prevent that?
Well, he said if it got full and we needed him to come get it, call him. He can come get it. It's a different one.
If you got a backhoe handy, because
You can
they'll look
smash it.
full, but you
Yeah.
you can really get a lot in there if you keep packing it down. Save you money in the long run if you can have one.
Yeah, because it's just like tear stuff down and
Yeah.
take that expense.
Yeah,
Because you're not getting any weight, you're just
yeah,
it's just lumber and trash out there.
yeah. It's not. You're not going to go over the weight.
As long as the sole's the top, I mean you can pack them all the way up to the top. I could possibly have an excavator down here, but it doesn't reach. I mean, I can get it done with it, but it's not really calling it reaching.
Yeah.
I can break it by the, pour some housing down, done.
Wonder if maybe Dean's got one he looks some borrow or something. He's got backhoes and stuff down there. If they work the best, unless you got a big excavator.
Right. You said pretty big.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. I'm gonna need to come up with a solution.
What if we put up the sign with a notice that somebody comes and for a phone number that they can call one of us that we need to get in touch with them. I just want to have faith that people are
Not gonna do it. Yeah.
I know, it's naive, but I really do.
Sign, they want to stop. Have you ever, what happened on the days when the trash truck went?
Yes, I have.
And you don't pick up all that
All
those
over
things.
I've even helped pick it up.
Me too. Yeah.
I have a fortune.
Well, probably some of us need to keep an eye on it. Maybe not all day, but throughout the day, keep an eye on it.
So yeah, we'll get that figured out.
Okay. And the fire department did say that we could put it back here on their back lot. You just wanted to know when.
Yeah, because they had, well, this is better because the other day didn't they conflict with
They have an event going on that day.
yes, so it's better this way.
And we couldn't do it the 25th of October because that's fish fry. So George acted like the first was fine.
November, I mean, that's good. Clean fall, cleaner weather anyway.
I still got to get a brochure made up. I've got it started, flyer, so we'll post it. We'll put it as many places around town as we can, and maybe even have it at the fish fry for people to see when they're coming through the fish fry on the 25th. What?
Logan issue that's been handled.
Okay,
A trespassing issue, but I haven't touched with it.
with Ross,
Yes.
Andy, and I.
And Mr. Wayner's patrolling.
What happened at the lagoon?
There's 3 acres like behind that the town owns.
Oh,
The guys run off everybody's property and sneaking back there so he can hunt for different people's property.
oh yeah.
He's sitting back on it. He cut our fence at the lagoon to go back there. So he could ride his forward. He lives close. So that's what we're going on. So
Okay.
stop for that.
Yeah.
The shed. I sent a letter.
Yeah.
It's been 30 days and he hasn't moved it. I noticed today that he has not moved it. I was hoping that Lori was here tonight so we could talk about it, but
What's that shed? I sent one more letter.
send the second letter
So the second letter.
Where's that shed at? Right behind the Methodist church.
It's right in the middle of the alley over the sewer line.
I'll get a letter out. We already talked about the next one.
Yep. The community crossing area. I've been in contact with Bobby. I can give you guys some numbers here. We got an estimate to crack seal the roads.
Slow down.
Road restoration.
There it is.
And this was from. It's kind of. So the one I have is from another company.
Oh, okay, this is the one Bobby had sent me, this one. He didn't say what other line to do though.
Yeah, I guess that is it. So basically, if we want to crack seal all of our streets, which would be West Front Street, Luther's Avenue, Chestnut Street, Ford Avenue, Taylor Street, Tilton Street, East Front Street, Old Avenue, Reynolds Road, Gibson Street, Second Street, Main Street, and 700 South. Um, the estimate to that was $19,668.10. You seem to think that our contributing part of that will be around $4,000 if we got the grant. It's right here. The 39, actually the 20% will be 3,933.62. Something that I would like to see added to this is 700 West because there's cracks. You know, it never got sprayed either because the county supposedly sprayed it.
700 West.
It's eroded on the bottom, and there's some significant cracks. But I guess the county had taken care of it from the bridge on for a long time,
Oh, okay,
but it's starting to get some cracks, and I would like to see how much that added to that.
so all the way out to
The Coon Hunters Club.
200.
Yeah, second interest in the Coon Hunters Club. Because I know there's a couple of saw marks when we worked on some sewer up there that need crack. See,
So the sealer that was just put on there is not.
this will go back and fill all the crack, all the splits and all the imperfections that are done. So the rubber part sealer. It would just be like crack fill in a parking lot, like all the cracks off everybody hot tub and crack sealer. So basically, it was just trying to get the community crossing grant to use that to boost the work that we could get done.
Okay.
If we were contributing, our contribution to this, if we get approved for this, would be $3,933 is what we
And
would
that
pay.
takes care of all the.
But we
cracks.
would get, by doing that, we would get $15,734.48 on top of that award, totaling to $19,668. So if you get the community crossing grant, you pay 20% of the amount of money that's awarded.
This one is 20%. The one we just got was 25%. So this is even a little bit less that we have to put up with.
And he was asking if there was any other work on the roads that we thought we needed done because there was probably more funds available, but it would cost us more money. And I'm not aware of anything that's
I mean, the jute tag pretty well treated every road
right.
except maybe Morgan's phrase.
Right.
Then
My
this will do the same.
I mean, my view on it is if we can get the money and improve the roads all night, we can do it for, spend $3,900 to get the kind of crack sealed. It's kind of crazy not to do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Would you guys like to make a motion to proceed with this community crossing grant?
Is this going to be like the final ratio for the road? Is it, are we looking at something else after?
It should be fairly
Yeah.
good. I mean, the spray was supposed to prolong it several years, and this will even keep the moisture out and keep potholes performing. So it should. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be a fix all for ever, but it will make them better. I mean, if it's 3 years, we get it's 3 years because
it's already really great. Right
in the grand scheme of work, $3,900 is not very much.
sure.
No.
We want to make sure that the work that was done stays good.
Right.
Because it's just going to get worse over
Right.
time.
And if there's another issue, we can apply next year for community crossing grant. Those are what, twice a year. Yeah, you can apply twice a year. So if we need, and they're pretty good about working. They seem to be good to us.
Wonderful. I'll make a motion.
Second. And quick seal the popular thing now.
Yeah, it can't hurt
It
it.
keeps the water from,
Yeah.
especially in the winter time.
Oh, when it
from down
freezes
in,
down.
freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cracks
It
some
starts
stuff.
popping up a lot.
All the work that you've done so far. It's just
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, if we can maintain them, if it makes them last
Mhm.
5 years before they got to be repaid,
Mhm.
5 more years. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's cheap compared to
that's
re-asphalt.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, how much was it? Paid them. I mean, I know some of it was grant money, but some of it was the state.
Yeah. Well, the state gave us 191,000 something.
Right.
So about 250 probably, 240.
I just don't know much about road construction, so I'm trying
It's
to
just
figure it out.
all this stuff that we've done on the roads is just trying to prolong the life of us. They don't have to be repaid. They don't have to be chip sealed. They don't have those kind of issues.
It's a preservation type thing.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, so I have a motion made by Caleb, second by Lonnie. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, I did not bring the budget paperwork with me. There was nothing to sign or anything today. No major surprises. It's pretty much exactly as it was last year. We came out really good last year. The only thing that I had to switch there at the end of the year was we tried not to pay the insurance portion from the park out of the park. And when we had our budget meeting for this year, he said, no, it has to come out of the park because that's where you budgeted it from, or everything will be off. Fix that. Everything was in the black, look good. So there's nothing new this year. There's not been anything added, anything changed. It's basically exact same numbers as last year. I will send it over to you guys.
I went here last year.
I'll send a copy of it
Yeah.
over.
It'll make it easier to get through 2 weeks from
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I will. So basically what you do is this is the public meeting. It was advertised as a public meeting for everybody. If anybody had any complaints or questions, they were supposed to come tonight. You have to wait 2 weeks before you can do the final approval on it. So that's why there's a meeting on the 28th. It's exactly 2 weeks later. And that's when public can come again if they want to. Oh, and that's when the board does the final approval of it. So that's kind of what we're working through right now. But I will send you over a copy of it so you can look at it before the next meeting. So don't forget the 28th at 6 o'clock. Same thing.
The next topic will be the park. It's probably old business, but new business. I would really like to see us get some signs. I've had several people ask because for some reason there's been a rash of people trying to play on the school playground. Get confused. They had it was twice. They've had to ask people to tell them that the park was in town. I would like to have a Dupont Park sign
To at the highway somewhere.
at the highway, and then maybe one on a stop sign by the railroad that says park or somewhere up there. The railroad sign on the corner there that would have an arrow pointing toward the park.
Right.
And can we put a sign?
Well,
on the
it
website?
actually needs to be.
Not on the railroad.
It actually needs to be, honestly, on the sign going into the back entrance of the park. The drive-through sign that we already need to fix.
For parking.
It just said park. And that's actually people who go there and park. Well, park there, sure, but if they can park out front of it.
Okay. We will have to figure out where we want them exactly and then call for locates.
I seen they had them on like Amazon. I don't know where you order signs from, but how to do Dupont Park or whatever the board would like to
But
put
the
on it.
signs on Amazon too expensive. When we were talking about Amazon.
I'll look for some.
Anything else on the park? How's the employee working out of the park?
Well, I've been gone for 2 weeks, but it seemed to be fine. I haven't heard from her in the 2 weeks, so that's a good sign, right? But she seems to be doing fine and enjoying it. I finally got the shed, everything in there for her, cleaning supplies and blower and everything else in there. So I haven't heard anything. If she said anything to you, Glenda?
I haven't seen her, week or so, but
I
no,
was just curious.
Seems to be going fine. I will check with her
Have we heard
tomorrow.
anything on the turf?
Is the repairs done?
No, the repairs are not done. I have not heard back from the turf company. Jason has called a couple times and asked if I've heard from them. So he's even getting anxious about why they're not responding. I think they're right.
I will say that it should be the turf
Yeah.
people's number. That might fit you.
And so he has kept calling them too, wondering what's going on with it because it is under warranty. He is sending another one of his guys down to look at so there's not only like the turf is ripped in a couple places, but there's right beside the actual merry-go-round, there's a couple like holes where I'm worried that somebody's gonna get their foot caught in because they'll run around and push that merry-go-round. And it worries me that they'll get their foot caught in it. That's not turf problem, that's a Jason problem. That's the actual playground company. So he's supposed to be sending another guy down again to look at it. What they did in the past was they came in and adjusted the merry-go-round and left a bigger gap on that side, I think, than before.
It was always put in there. It was when it was installed. It was crooked, so they've always tried to adjust that out of it.
Yeah, but this time for some reason they moved it, like completely moved it over. So now those gaps
right.
are showing up worse on that one side than they were before. So they're supposed to be coming back down and looking at it too. So
They
But
say
he-
they're not getting any hurry.
no, they did not get any.
They like to sell that stuff. They sure don't like to service it.
Yeah, they're actually working on a park in Clark County right now. So
I'm sorry for them.
that makes them closer to it. So hopefully we can get somebody up here. That's usually when they show up is when they're out of close range from us. Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Open public session. Anybody have anything?
Yeah.
Delinquent sewer bills.
Yes, you should have a copy of what Gail sent me today.
Did we get the breaking thing
Yes,
taken care of?
you got it taken care of. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go meet with Gail. When you're looking at that, you're gonna see some inactive accounts on there. And what that is people that have accounts and they left and they're maybe didn't pay their last bill or something. We implemented that $100 deposit since then to help maybe alleviate some of that.
Well, like Ronnie Rumford, I mean, he's
Now-
deceased.
Yes, but that one should be paid by they've never changed names.
Right, so it should be changed.
That grandson should be paying that. So I'm gonna meet with Gail and find out if these people are actually gone or not, because we're not gonna collect the money if they're gone. We need to just get them off there so it's not so confusing. We did just file about 7 liens on people. So some of those that is over $300, we've already filed a lien on them. Hopefully we'll get some of that money back. If not here in the fall, when they pay their taxes, they'll have to pay it. There's a lien on it. And if not, then in the spring.
Who's evidently listening to
They own the house right behind Dupont Baptist Church. Oh, right on the other side of the alley. So that house right there is who they
Or you're
have. No, the second house.
And they're in a.
Valorly's the first house, and then they own the second house.
not. I wonder if they're aware that the renter's not paying the bill. That's
Well,
what
then
you
it
get.
says it
That's what
active.
you get in those situations. Is you get
Yeah.
the renter not paying the bill coming up through one state. Yeah.
We've had that happen. I did ask Vermont to look into seeing if they could set it up to pay to send a bill to both. And so he's supposed to be checking on that. Our software was not written that way, but he says that they add things for them all the time. So he will check and see if he can get it added. Send one to the owner too.
Where's Tilton Flats? It's a Dupont property, but it's 10578 North Tilton Flats.
It's Tilton Street.
Isn't that right up here?
The one right next to the church,
Yeah.
goes between the church and the old firehouse.
Okay. So is it the trailer?
I don't know, it just says Tilton Flats, North Tilton Flats.
So the street.
I don't know, I just seen that on here. I thought that would be neat.
Yeah,
If it's deep floors, it's probably that trailer.
Store company work with the town on that. I thought,
And they just cut my eye.
But I'm getting the trailer.
across the street.
Yeah, what's that one?
What about this one here? That's like way incredibly high.
Oh, just to show it? Yeah. That's normal for her. And every year when she pays taxes, we get the money. And it's liens filed against it all the time.
I think $1,929.
Okay.
Baker, Matthew Baker,
Matthew Baker.
and the street.
That one right now. I think it was one going to filed,
I would assume.
Same thing with the party one. And the payments, we collected a tax time.
Let's go there. Some discussion here Sunday about film. We'll start working on soon.
Because I mean, nothing we could do is show them off. So
Well,
unless you get a grant and dig them out and put in turn off buttons.
what a great idea.
be nice.
That's
That's
for
for
when
if I
we
could do your
replace the
electric, you
system.
just drive out and hit the button. You're plugged up, pal.
Yeah. Make sure you think of it.
In a real question.
Get you a sticker to back up, man. Drive around the flags and light on.
I don't understand.
He looks worse than when we jetted the arm, blew the guy's toilet up.
Still can't believe we didn't hear from that one.
I was like, that's normal, man. We just threw the sewer and it goes over. He said, yeah, it happens.
Are we sending out any letters for cleanup?
We did send out some a little while back. Didn't get much response. Couple of them cleaned up. Brett King bought the property and he's cleaning it up.
I got one here on Reynolds Road,
Okay, who is it?
10582.
10582 Reynolds Road.
Front of the house that faces Reynolds Road is beautiful. And around the corner, which way to that, what's that road? It's second house on the left side, coming this way. Used to be Hewitt.
Yeah.
Used to be Hewitt.
Oh,
It's
on the
like-
right hand
it's
side.
like a jump.
Yeah, Brad sold that. Brad wasn't Brad. Yeah, one of the family members owned it. He sold it.
I don't know who's there now, but
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt to send a letter to them.
All right. Anyplace else?
I'm just covering my own front.
So King bought Anderson's. So he's remodeling it, cleaning it up.
Oh.
Brick King, have you
I
noticed?
saw that, yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew somebody was working on it.
That's gonna be okay, I believe.
Yeah, so that one's getting cleaned
They
up.
can clean the whole house up.
Yeah, he did.
He
spent a lot of money on it.
I bet he did.
And Keithy Warren's, of course, got tore down.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So that's better.
Trailer's still back there. All the
Camper,
home in the
yeah.
back.
It's a camper.
It's camper, and I don't know what the permanent solution's gonna be there yet.
The house is gone, that's good.
Yeah, but they're talking about getting something better to put in there, but of course that,
Like a tiny home or something.
yeah, that depends on permits and all
Okay.
that stuff too, so.
And a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of it probably will be tough to get from in there.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see how that one turns out, but it does look better. The property at the end of Rutledge before you turn the corner.
Yeah, I know you think about.
That one we sent a letter and didn't get any response. So I can follow up on that one.
No other.
Does anybody else have any others? I gotta send a second letter on the shed. No others? Okay.
Sounds good. Future reference, these letters are for properties within city limits, right?
Yes.
Good. It's not for, what would be considered township of Dupont. Probably.
Outside.
It's within the city.
It's within cities. So those would have to come from the county.
Yes. Which would be the. The guy, person that I should have looks like it.
Yeah.
A lot. Well,
It's
Jenny
more
said they did it a little bit. They scanned it, they cleaned it up early.
So yeah, ours is just in city limits. Okay, bills and vouchers.
You get them. Okay, stuff right there. So.
Oh no, it's right there. This is the only paycheck I've gave to Natasha so far. It's only like 5 hours or something like that. So this bill from Fuel Pettit and Vendor, which is now Wallace, was an old bill that we missed somehow back from March to services from March to May. So that 280 is an older bill. And then this bill is a newer one from August to September. Bill work.
And what do they do for us?
That's Bobby Phillips. He inspected all the roads and graded them and then figured out measured where they were gonna drop.
For the ones that kind of the maybe
Yeah.
grant for the ones.
Right.
I think that's all for the sewage. I need to clear out last time as we already signed those. That's the town, I'm sorry. So here's the thing from Precision. 2 hours back.
I don't know if that was the time they were located. They did come and locate that pipe before they dug that pipe. They were in a ditch. And they did bring a back truck. And they were on Highway 7. And they located it.
Okay. Well, it's dated 9/24. But I don't know if that's when they just sent the billing out, because it doesn't give me a service date down here.
They did have the back trip here, and they did locate the pipe.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what that is, but I know that they did do that because I actually talked to them when they located the pipe.
Here is their printing. We paid this one last month. And it's dated in July.
I don't know, I would just call verify, call up and verify, I mean, I don't know,
All right, I'll call before I pay that one.
yeah, I would call and verify.
This is Wessler Engineering's bill. For the smoke test.
You know, that's a lot, but for what we got in the book and everything, I don't think that's right.
I thought it was gonna be more than that from his estimates that day.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
It's right here, it's on this one.
Yes.
Well, I mean, especially if that's a small price to pay, if we can get grants and
REMC. Signed, that's from last time. That's it. Yep, you're done, yes.
you can keep this paper, just so you can put it in with the file maybe on that, so if that topic comes back up.
Yes, I know.
I think that's about $2,000 piece of paper.
Probably at least. I think that's pretty much everything.
Would anyone like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
Well, the reading.
It doesn't matter.
I'm in favor.
Wasn't able to open y'all in prayer. Would you like me to close you?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Pretty open, but you can close it. Yes, it'd be great.
Lord, thank you for this evening, God, where you've allowed us to come together to make plans and preparations for the good of this town. I pray, Lord, that you would help us to do the best of our ability to bring you honor and glory in it. And that God, you would be glorified through all things. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
It's a circle.
I agree with that.
No, I took my car to the grave.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, his room 1250 is real easy.
Open soon.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm miserable staying right now.
And then, our transportation there, it's a slash box. She went to the 60 to bottom.
Oh, yeah, you probably take it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's still running. 1250.
So they, what's the parson?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The parson they
It's a lot
got?
of fun.
I don't have that.
It's still
I got
there.
drag racing.
Miss Scale Shooting.
I'm gonna keep the
Agreement with that.
the motor out of stock.
Church still retains ownership of it.
Okay, Mom, I just wanted to break on it. So I got.
We were down.
Circle track cam and I think it was
Chelsea area. That was a fun
Were you
reunion.
from
Two toddlers.
Were you elsewhere other than
Yeah.
are you
We about half.
Yeah, cause I had already had the motor and I should have said.
Don't want to be too close to the church or anytime anybody.
And I ended up sending all the information and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's the best. 24 weeks.
Oh, we understand, and that's great.
You can't buy some more. Can't buy the shit.
Yeah.
No, they're yeah. There's a couple of that's great.
Oh yeah.
We never had
And so
that.
they everything.
Which
I should live in Winside.
wounds or something.
It's ridiculous.
No, they saw it on pole.
Anything else?
Hey, good to see you live.
Let me call you right back.
He's really good about helping with that.
Well, around birthday time, I'll have to see about maybe
That's
getting
pretty
you a nice
pretty
scotch
deep
or
that you
something.
had it there.
Yeah, they're like Scotch drinkers. And
Melinda,
I was
Caleb,
thinking
will you
of
write
how
down your email addresses for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my uncle painted that
Oh,
40
I
years.
seen that. I seen when you posted. So
My
that was
uncle-
your dad's.
My uncle painted that 40 years ago. Taylor's House of Color pinstripe it when they were building
Yeah,
ZZ Top's Eliminator car.
I remember that day.
Taylor's House of Color.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of weird occurrences that's happened to me, man. God's trying to tell me something. I can't figure it out. Like
Give it time.
last week, well, I don't know. Like last week, I turned on the county line road and dump truck's coming at me, so I stop, pull over, and he runs off the edge of the road, overcorrects, rolls the dump truck and slides up and all the rubble under my truck. So if I would have been, had I not stopped and had passed him, I would have been dead. Today, I'm coming back from the wound clinic Seymour, King's Trucking. That was King's Trucking. I come back to Seymour. Dump truck passes me, the tag axle's down, it's got a flat tire. As soon as it passed me in another van, I watched it in my mirror. It flew off, went over the other lane, and just KO'd another triaxle right in the grill.
Oh man.
Another King's truck.
Goodness.
Watch out for kings is the moral of the
I
story.
was gonna say.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Some dump truck drivers got it out for you.
Yeah.
No, man, I wonder if it's just here you go.
It's just
I
that.
mean, that's what it
Just
looked
got
like.
home.
And the guy was in that, man, and he
You know,
finally come to it. I got him to shut it off. It was running. They had to cut the windshield out, cut the steering column out.
Well,
There's where I was sitting when
I
where
told
he
Jeff, I
landed.
said, we can't.
That's where I
I
was
can't
sitting.
leave.
Yeah.
So, then, because we're gonna take the next
Yeah.
up east.
It's nuts.
And he's like, well, we're
Come to church Sunday.
I'm like,
Something's
so we
going
ran
on.
down there yesterday. Looks like 5. Yeah. Went down
Doing
yesterday.
that,
Did
with that
everything
Psalm
closed up.
40,
Came back this morning.
45.
So
Teach us
we
to
went
number
down
our
there.
days.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I
sir.
got home, I was like, shit.
Yes, sir.
Good thing I had the minutes.
No time to present.
Oh, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
pleased with all of it. So I'm just trying to get as far as I can for it out.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I told some other day I'm in the fourth quarter playing. We'll just see how long it'll last.
Yeah.
You know, like our country, you know, presidents almost killed. And,
45 years
you know,
old, right?
you had a near-death experience too.
Our freaking country is the most corrupt, underhanded, out of line thing. It's not. Here's my beef with the week. Healthcare.
Mhm.
I have good insurance. My wife's a nurse for the VA. I have insurance. I wait a month because of this hip. I went to Dr. Madison, Dr. Clegg, a few years ago, and he said I needed a hip replacement. Well, my family doctor moved to Seymour, and he's like, "Why don't you try this doctor?" He's highly rated. So I go to this doctor. I walk in his office. He comes in, leaves on the counter. He said, looks like you got a pinched nerve in your back. Here's some anti-inflammatory drug. You need some physical therapy about 4 weeks, Murph.
Wow. It's already been
Cost-
told that you did.
Cost me $125. My part of that. For him to do that. And I didn't take an x-ray to do nothing. Well, what the problem is, I have liver issues. I have heart issues. I have leg issues. Nobody wants to touch me. So they just take your money and blow you off. That's what happens when you get a lot of things wrong with you. They don't want to mess with you. Because you're a liability.
The medical industry shouldn't act like an insurance industry where you're high liability, so they won't take you as a client. But that's how it is.
That's how it is.
Yes, sir.
They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing.
It's crazy.
It's too much liability, you know. And it's been really frustrating. It's really fun. The medical industry is really frustrating to me because I'm sure Scott can remember back when you had a good doc.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my family doctor is really good, Dr. Murphy. I've had Dr. Murphy for years. He's the one that told me, do not take a COVID shot, you'll die. With your heart conditions, if you take a COVID shot, you will die. He got religious exemptions that's in my take it. And I mean, he just straight up, and he bluntly told me not long ago, he said, man, if the truth was ever come out about how many people were dying from that, well, like Rick Vance, he had the COVID shots and it had a blood clot. I mean, that's what my doctor said. He said it caught you up, man.
I never took it.
No, did I?
Okay. And,
I
you know,
had
I don't have a
it,
problem with
yes.
anybody that does. It's your own choice.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's right and what's wrong. You just got to
It's
go
just
with your gut.
amazing they can come up with a cure
Yeah.
for that
Well,
quick.
Here's what I know.
All the other stuff they can't.
Here's what I based my recollection on all that. If it worked, none of us could afford
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
it. It wouldn't be free. They wouldn't be putting you in raffles to take it.
Yeah.
That and I'd like to be able to have a choice in the matter. That would settle that in Nuremberg.
Mhm. I'm gonna go to little girls volleyball game.
See you, Scott. Thanks for your help.
I gotta, when's the next meeting for the school?
I don't know, man. They're having
That was
They're
my
having so
question.
many
I hear about these meetings and I don't know when they happen. Where
They're
do I
having
go
so
to find out?
many. They're having so many meetings right now in the school that I can't keep up with the meetings because I work.
They post stuff on the.
Well,
on
these are
community
these are
Facebook,
like a
but-
group of the people that's involved with it, working overtime.
Mhm.
I mean, they're like, you know, they have like an idea session every Tuesday or something. And
Yeah.
I go to the ones where it involves the town and Dan,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I'm also president of the advisory board too,
Mhm.
township advisory board. So I mean, I try to stay in the loop, but
So glorified
I
club
can't-
meetings.
I can't go to four. I can't go to 4 meetings a week. You know, it's the time of the year for me right now. You
What are they?
hustle every hour you can get out of the day because here in a month you won't make any money.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What's what sort of conclusions are they reaching with these meetings?
They've only had the one big meeting, right?
Right. There's really nothing